fans around the world have been waiting for. Remy Ma is here.
Hey, look, first and foremost, welcome home. You understand me?
Thank you so much.
I want to ask you, how does it feel, even though you was away for some time, but now you come back out and that love is still here? How much does that mean to you?
I mean, it's a blessing. I know I'm definitely blessed to be able to be gone for 6.5 years and to come home and have these people receive me. I'm looking at some of them; they had to be about 6.5 when I left. so it's just a wonderful thing, and I know it's definitely a blessing from my.
There it is, most definitely. Now, go ahead and jump right
I was
into
going to
it.
say, one of the biggest changes since you went away is social media. So what has that been like for you, just getting all that love and just fan interaction online? And can you take a selfie? Have you mastered the selfie?
I took a selfie already. I haven't mastered it yet. I have not even mastered the phone yet. I press all the wrong buttons. It takes me a long time. I have the most sensitive screen ever. But I have my fans, which is so crazy on Instagram. They be like, Remy, you cannot put punctuations and hashtags. I'm like, all right, note to self. Like, so I learn a lot from what they tell me in my comments. I read my comments and they're like, you got to get your, where you put 3 pictures in one, your collage. It's like, you can't use that one. I'm like, all right. I don't know the rules yet. I'm sorry. So if I post something and it look crazy, it's just because I'm still learning. But it's crazy.
It's all good.
So 6 years is a long time in hip hop. So some people may need to be reminded why your return is such a huge deal for the culture. So let's remind them. Throw it up.
I think it's only right, man. Of course, now, you did the Annie Up remix. Now, if you from New York, y'all know. Y'all know what that record means right there. Back there in 2001, of course, bodied that one. And then how could we forget the infamous Lean Back record, bodied that one. And of course, you had your own hits like, what the women love, Conceited. You understand me? And of course, Whatever, which was definitely one of your biggest records.
That was great.
And the list just keeps going and going and going and going on, man. And then, of course, now when everything was going well, let's just talk about what was going on inside, because your fans, they want to know, is there any stories or anything when you were on lockdown, anything that you had to get used to, like right off bat, or is it?
I would say probably the hardest thing that it took me to get used to was asking people for things, because you can't just go to the store. You can't do anything for yourself. And, as artists, we're used to people doing stuff, but not because we ask them to do it, because most of the times it's their job to do it. So when you're calling somebody and asking for basic things, like, could you go pick me up some soap and bring it up here? Could you go pick up sneakers or boots because it's about to be snowing? It's very hard. Like, especially, I'm very prideful. I'll give anybody anything. You can have my last, but as far as me asking for something, I'll die before I ask for anything. But that was probably the hardest thing for me to be able to do, to send, my feelings out and let people know that I needed their help.
Right on. Right on, most definitely.
So as we all know, there was an altercation that landed you in prison. So what was the main thing that you learned from that experience that you can share with us?
I would just say that you have to be very careful about the decisions that you make, because one mistake could literally negate every good thing that you've ever done in your whole life. So, that's something that I learned, and I would think I should send out to the people to know, to be very careful, because you could be the best person in the world, you could do everything perfect, and one little thing could alter your life dramatically.
Right on, man. Clap that up right there, man. She giving y'all that game that y'all need to know. That's right, man. There's a lot of hype right now, but what happens if you put out your first project, right? Let's say you put out the first project and people may not receive it the way. I know when we was off air, I was telling you when you dropped that I would like to say your Welcome Home freestyle on that DJ Khaled record. I called up Jermaine like, yo, Remy spitting them bars right there. You got a lot of praise for that freestyle. Or somebody just say, yeah.
Thank you.
So just talk about, are you worried about what people might say, or that don't matter to you?
That doesn't matter to me. I have a very thick skin. I've learned early, like when I did some of these records like Annie Up, and I was a kid. I was 17 years old. I was young and I was growing up. So you start to not really pay attention or care what other people say. I read my comments because I think it's the most funniest thing ever.
Too.
When people be going in on me, I think it's hilarious. But I just feel like you can't live your life based on what everybody else thinks, because everyone's gonna have a different opinion. So I'm gonna do what I feel is right for me. And if I'm not received as well as I would like to be, that's not gonna change me from making music. I don't make music because I do it for the money. If I never ever had another record deal in life, I would still write music because that's in me. That's what I do.
Doing it for the love, right on.
That's what's up. So you said that you want to work with Iggy Azalea and Nicki Minaj, and why do you think that there's so much division among women in hip hop?
I think sometimes as females, we allow people to come in and say, you know, you have to go at her, or she's trying to be like you, or she's trying to take your spot, instead of just embracing each other. Like, I never had a problem. If I see a chick looking like, your shoes is lit right now, like, I have no problem. I'm telling you
Yeah.
that. But some people have a problem as females telling other females when they're doing something good or even working with them, they feel like it's competition. And I just feel like if we ignore what other people say, if I listen to what people said in my comments, oh, you need to go at this person, you need to crush this person, like, nah, I'm happy to see any female, any black young individual or minority doing well, and I would do anything to help that.
Right, but look, I gotta ask you this though. But when people get on the record with Remy, you definitely trying to.
I mean, absolutely.
All
Like,
right.
I just did a record with Swiss, French Montana, and Jadakiss.
Yeah.
But I already know what Jada was gonna try to do, so I had to go in there focused. Like, we're not gonna say she's the girl on this record. That's not gonna happen. I'm definitely gonna make sure that that's never ever gonna happen.
Say no more.
So your husband, Papoose, he stayed very supportive during that time, and I know that you guys got married while you were in prison. But now, could there be like a full-blown wedding in the future?
Actually, he's more hyped about having a wedding than me. Like, every day, every time he's like, oh, we have to put this song on the playlist. They have to play the song. According to all the songs that he want played at the wedding so he could show off and do his little Papoose husband dance. Like, I don't even know the Papoose that I know, right. So our wedding's probably going to be like 3 days long, yeah.
Definitely, man. Well, we gotta shout out Pat, because while you was gone, man, he was holding you down like no other. And also want to shout out a lot of the people, a lot of the artists, even Jadakiss, myself, a lot of celebrities got on Instagram and was sending you shout outs too. So salute to all of them.
I just want to thank everybody who came in there. Like I said, you, Omar Epps, Ross. Like, it was certain videos. I was like, oh my God, they did a video for me. Like, it was just so great to see people that are your peers and that are, you know, doing well. Nobody was like, you know, I'm on tour, I'm too busy, just embracing me and sending out that love just to support what I was doing. Like, it was really, I really appreciate it.
There it is right there. Well, look, Rem, you already know. You got a spot right here anytime you want to. Next time you come back,
Okay.
you got to hit that stage.
Yes.
You know what? Nah, Remy got to give us a back room.
I was saying
We got to go
that.
106 back room. That's bars. You got to have bars that go back there. Keish.
I mean,
That's right.
I'm going to just do what I can. You know, I'm around.
There it is. Thank you so much for coming, Remy. You know
Thank
we
you,
appreciate
Remy,
you.
for having me,
Thank you.
guys.
All the time.
After the break, our UDL teams are showing off their individual skills in a freestyle battle. Stay tuned.
What up, E?